for your dancers. All right, and keep that applause going once more for the president of Anuja SA, Ms. Kosi Subramaniam.
Happy Diwali, San Antonio. I am Kosi Subramaniam, and I'm the president of Anuja SA, the organization that leads the programming efforts of the sister city relationship between San Antonio and Chennai, India. Anuja has had a very busy year. We started the year organizing a trade mission to India. The trade delegation consisted of 30 people, including Mayor Julian Castro, Councilwoman Elisa Chan, Councilwoman Leticia Ozona, County Commissioner Kevin Wolf, Sherry Dolat Shahi with the city's International Relations Office, Ray Kano with the city's Economic Development Department, and each one of the board members and an advisory board member of Anuja SA. The delegation visited Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. The trade mission was very successful and we met our goals. In July of this year, the mayor of Chennai, Saidai Doraisamy, and the Commissioner of Chennai Corporation, Vikram Kapoor, visited San Antonio to attend the Sister Cities International Conference. Their visit also proved to be successful as they met with Mayor Castro and various municipal departments. With your support and encouragement, Anuja will continue to work towards strengthening San Antonio's sister city relationship with Chennai. At this time, I would like to introduce the other board members of Anuja SA. Please join me on the stage. Treasurer Hema Vishwanathan, Secretary Vijaya Botla, and Advisory Board Member Bala Vishwanathan. As many of you know, this is the 5th anniversary of the annual Diwali San Antonio Festival of Lights. The four of us are so fortunate to have dedicated and hardworking people assisting us, many who have been here with us for the last several years. It is teamwork and selfless service that makes any organization successful. Ram Julakuntla, Bhupendra Hati, Aparna Vora, Madhavi Biram, and our MC for this evening, Suhail Arastu. All of you, please join us on this stage. Thank you all so very much. The City of San Antonio is a very critical part of the puzzle. They handle much of the advertising and logistics for the event. A big thanks to Sherry Dolat Shahi, Martha Henry. Martha, join us on the stage if you're nearby. Mark Henderson, if you're here, join us. Javier Flores, Tanya Baum, and Frank Villani. Frank, if you're here, please join us as well, if you can make it through the crowds. Thank you so much for making this event possible. A big thanks to Jacob and Rachel Dell for making our lives a little less stressful in the planning of this event. Jacob Dell is with Magic in the Sky, the fireworks company, but he is also the husband of Rachel Dell, our event coordinator. They're a great couple and have quickly and seamlessly become a part of our team. Finally, I would like to thank all the regional associations for supporting Diwali SA. A special thanks to India Association of San Antonio, the umbrella organization that brings us all together. The President of India Association, Ankur Kapadia, and President-elect Brijesh Patel have helped and supported our efforts in so many ways. Thank you so much. As you can see, planning and executing an event of this magnitude takes many, many people, to all of whom we are so very grateful. Please give them all a round of applause. I would like to take a moment to recognize our generous sponsors at this time. Again, this event would not have been possible without them. Our gold level sponsors, Valero Energy Corporation, New Star Energy, and the Botla Family Foundation. Our silver level sponsors, Broadway National Bank, Anil Kapoor, Datta MD Orthopedic Surgery, and Suresh Venkaya Datta MD Medicine and Radiation Oncology. Oncology San Antonio, Baptist Health Systems, HEB, Wells Fargo, Alamo Asian American Chamber of Commerce, and Microtech Engineering Incorporated. Our bronze level sponsors, VK Orthodontics, Digestive Diseases Center of South Texas, Gardner Law, Intech of San Antonio, Clinique Aesthetic, Northwestern Mutual, Office of Fernando Suarez, Live Oak Allergy and Asthma Clinic, Baywood Hotels, MetLife, Office of Jessica Powlin, and Methodist Healthcare. We thank all of you for your support and hope to continue working with you year after year. We also have several invited guests with us today. Former Mayor of San Antonio and former Secretary of U.S. Housing and Urban Development, Henry Cisneros. Former Councilwoman, Mary Alice Cisneros. San Antonio City Councilman Diego Bernal. San Antonio City Councilman Ron Nierenberg. San Antonio City Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez. San Antonio City Councilman Ray Saldana. Texas State Representative Jose Menendez. Former San Antonio City Councilwoman Elisa Chan, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN Sichan Siv, AAPI President J.A. Shaw, President and CEO of SA 2020 Daryl Bird, Felix Padron, Director of the city's Department of Culture and Creative Development, Frank Villani, Cultural Affairs Manager, City of San Antonio, and Martha Henry with the International Relations Office. Mayor Julian Castro could not be with us today because he is arriving home from Japan late this evening. This is the first Diwali SA that he has missed, and he sends all of us his best wishes. Finally, I want to thank every one of you for being here to celebrate Diwali with us today. Enjoy the rest of the evening. There's so much more to come.
And thank you, Kosi, for your leadership in these organizing efforts. That was a long list of sponsors, supporters, and dignitaries we've got. Thank you for all of your support. We'd like to invite up a few of these people to speak and just say a couple words. First, representing this district, District 1, please welcome Diego Bernal.
Good evening. Oh, is this Diwali? Good evening. That's better. Thank you so much for coming out. It really warms our heart to see all of you, the entire city of San Antonio collected in one place. This is also the largest city-sponsored Diwali celebration in the entire state of Texas. Give yourselves a round of applause. As mentioned before, our Mayor Julian Castro could not be here, but I have in my hand a proclamation from the city. I'll read it to you. Whereas the city of San Antonio and Anuja SA will host the 5th annual Diwali San Antonio Festival of Lights, a celebration of Indian culture and tradition at Hemisphere Park on November 2nd, 2013. And whereas Diwali is a significant festival celebrated in India recognizing the victory of good over evil, and whereas the family-friendly celebration will feature traditional Indian entertainment, dances, food, and crafts, and other highlights including a fireworks display, releasing of lighted candles into the fountains of Hemisphere Park, and the Parade of States, a lively and colorful showcase of the diversity of various Indian regions. Now, therefore, I, Diego Bernal, on behalf of our Mayor Julian Castro and the entire City Council, in recognition thereof, do hereby proclaim November 2nd, 2013 to be Diwali San Antonio Festival of Lights Day. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much, you guys.
And thank you, Diego. Thanks to our great mayor coming back from solidifying yet another sister city relation in Japan with Kumamoto. Next, please welcome from District 8, Councilman Ron Nierenberg. We'd have a drum roll with jazz for this guy.
Good evening, San Antonio. Good evening, San Antonio. That's right, I have a district that's a little bit farther outside, but we like to hear the music way out there. And I want to say thank you so much to all of the people who have performed tonight, all of you who have come out. The Indian Association of San Antonio started in 1978, which is 10 years after the World's Fair in 1968. And you look at the tower up here, and what more fitting of a place that we can have this festival than underneath the Tower of the Americas. This is truly an international city with Diwali Indian Festival of Lights, a success. We want to make it the best Diwali festival in the United States. We can do that with your help. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful night.
And thank you, Ron, for your support. Next, please put your hands together for District 4 Representative, the very young, handsome Councilman Ray Saldana.
Well, good evening. And first, let me say a happy Diwali. And for this being my first Diwali celebration, I am so impressed by two things. One, the talent of the dancers, and please give it up for the seamstresses who made those amazing costumes that we saw here today. Beautiful, beautifully done. And so this is a very important time for a lot of folks, and it's a very personal moment as well. It's a time where a lot of families get together, even though you're not in the same city or the same state or the same country. It's always a very special opportunity for one great night on Diwali. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, it's so amazing that we're having it in the center of the city, because we are really lighting our city with a lot of hope and understanding and diversity, and we are lighting in the center of our city, the heart of our city. So thank you all so much. Have a great night, and I've been so impressed. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for State Representative. Welcome Jose Menendez to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. And as my wife might tell me to say, namaste. I just want to say, on behalf of the state of Texas, we are so blessed by so many of the contributions made by the Indian community in Texas. Whether it's San Antonio in the biomedical field, or whether it's Austin, Texas in the high-tech field, Texas is better because of the contributions made by the Indian community. And for me, it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this evening. And I can't wait to see more of the advancements and the growth and the contributions. And so I think tonight's a wonderful night. Thank you for everything, and looks forward to another great year.
Thank you, Representative. And ladies and gentlemen, leading our city into the next decade, the CEO of SA 2020. Put your hands together for Daryl Bird and his little boy who's had a great time. Have you enjoyed the performances tonight?
Yes.
Did you like the peacock feathers?
I didn't even see those.
Oh, you're gonna have to come back next year.
Thank you, Sue. Well, good evening, San Antonio. A couple of years ago, you and thousands of other San Antonians, your best friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, decided that you were going to be responsible for what the next decade looked like in San Antonio. And one of the things that you decided needed to happen and would happen by the end of the decade was that San Antonio would lead the world as a creative community. Not South Texas, not the state, not the nation, but the world as a creative community. Tonight is yet one other expression of how that is happening. Wealth is not always determined by dollars. I'll tell you tonight, San Antonio is the richest city in the United States of America. Thanks to you. Attraction comes from gravity, and I can tell you today, San Antonio has more gravity as well than any other city in the nation and in probably the world. You are making San Antonio among the most irresistible cities in all of America. Thank you for being San Antonians. Happy Diwali. Have a great evening.
All right, thank you, Daryl. And without the Department of Culture and Creative Development really endorsing and sponsoring these great events, San Antonio wouldn't be where it is today. Please welcome the head of that department, Mr. Felix Padron.
Buenas noches, San Antonio. Thank you so much for being here. This is fabulous. You know, our mission is really to support and nourish the cultural environment of San Antonio, and the Indian community is very much deep grounded in our commitment to nurturing that environment and hopefully to make the Diwali festival. I hear that New York is #1, but I don't believe it. I think Diwali in San Antonio is on its way to becoming the greatest festival in the country in the next year. And you have our commitment to do that. It is fantastic that you're all here. There are thousands of people in this park, which is really showcasing the potential of what Hemisphere will become in the next couple of years, and also a reflection of the good work of the city of San Antonio and what we're doing to nurture culture in the downtown area. There's another great festival going across the street, which is Dia de los Muertos, but to have both of them going on simultaneously is a very powerful statement that San Antonio really believes in its culture, in its diversity, and its art. I am so grateful for all the dancers that were here today. They're really, truly the ones that make us shine and really provide a wonderful experience for all of us to come and enjoy the great city of San Antonio. Thank you for being here. we commit to making you the greatest Diwali festival in the country and the world. Welcome, good night, enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Felix. And our final speaker, ladies and gentlemen, for the evening, a man very near and dear to our hearts for getting these sister city relationships rolling, former Mayor Henry Cisneros and his lovely wife from the former City Council, Mary Alice.
Sohail, thank you very much. On behalf of Mary Alice and myself, happy Diwali. And congratulations on the 5th year of this wonderful celebration. Congratulations to all of the organizers, Sohail, Cozy, and everyone else that you've met who's been part of the organizing team that put this together. I want to say just two brief things. The first is to express respect for your heritage from the great country of India. This is a nation that is taking its place among the great powers of the earth. Indeed, one can say for certain that India's best days are yet ahead. This is one of the most rapidly growing countries in the world. It is a major example of a functioning democracy that manages strong economic growth, an example to the entire Pacific region, an ally of the United States, so that when we think about peace and prosperity in the Pacific region, we think of the leadership of India, which is so essential. So congratulations on your heritage and association with this great tradition that brings history, literature, music, religion, and technology, business knowledge, economic savvy, all of those things that determine great powers in the world. India has it today. Congratulations. The second thing is to express deep appreciation for the role of Indian Americans within the United States. There are entire regions of the United States that are prospering because of the technological genius, the business savvy, the commitment to education, and family of Indian Americans within the United States. And San Antonio is blessed that among the diversity of our population is a strong and growing Indian population. Every single new Indian American that comes to San Antonio adds to the greatness of our city. Thank you for what you represent. We, as San Antonians, should learn from every part of our heritage, every group that comes to our city. And we have a lot to learn from the Indian tradition. We appreciate the respect for education. Teach us more about the culture of education and how to proceed it. The ambition to build professional families. The ambition to build entrepreneurship and businesses. The remembrance of culture as we're doing tonight. This is a great example for our city. You add immeasurably more than the sheer numbers of Indian Americans. Please continue to do that in the years ahead. We will celebrate with you every year in the Diwali, but we will celebrate with you every day in building a great city based on your traditions and your contributions. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Thank you. And we ask the Honorable Henry Cisneros and Mary Alice to please remain on the stage as we honor with plaques our gold sponsors for this Diwali celebration. And we invite the representative from Valero to please join us on stage. Thank you, Valero, for your support. Representative from New Star, please join us. And the representative from the Botloff Family Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our gold sponsors which make this event possible. The 5th annual Diwali here in San Antonio. A big round of applause for all of our dancers, our performers. The night is young, the party's getting started. Our dignitaries are going to join us as we come to the fountain to light diyas, which represent enlightenment overcoming evil. So we'll exit the stage now, and we have candles for you as well. Please join us as we release these diyas into the fountain to celebrate this festival of Diwali, followed by fireworks. So stay with us, enjoy the evening, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Diwali 2013.